Hello everyone and welcome back to Sandustry. Well, we just went through all the water in the reservoir, which is not great. Well, let me see, just quickly get rid of all of it and let's see what we can do about it. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Okay then, so I do believe we have a bunch of extra water in the big underground reservoir as well. Also, can you please be in here? Thank you. Okay, so the water is condensing and wetting the sand, but not quite fast enough. We should have a bunch of extra water somewhere this way. There you are. Yeah, let's start burning. And what can we do about this? Basically, as far as I understand, the cryo gun will give us snow, which will be basically an infinite amount of water, because we can obviously burn it and that will give us a lot of steam, theoretically. Oh, and yeah, with the extended reach of the flamethrower, we are burning this one super fast. Lovely. That's a lot of steam. In fact, the game is struggling a little bit, but that's fine. You know what, fine. Go away, just to release the steam. Here, doesn't matter. Anyways, we are making enough water for the time being. Fingers crossed. So, let's just test out this cryo gun. So, let me see. No. There you are, cryo blaster. So creates snow that can freeze water and solidify lava. If I put a bunch of snow in here, for example, it's doing it so fast it blocks itself basically. Interesting. Anyways, there, and then burn all that. It should turn into steam. Exactly, so we have an infinite amount of water at our disposal, but it's a little bit too manual, not very, well, automated, which is kind of name of the game. Let me see what we can do about that. First, yeah, just burn all this, and then we can maybe find something a bit more sustainable. So we have no more water in here, right? It's completely dry. At least the reservoir is more or less okay at this point. In fact, it is filling up the underwater reservoir now. What can we unlock? We can have the sweeper drone. Unlocks sweeper drones to easily collect materials from the ground. That's fine. We can have the flare gun, the map. You know what? Map, why not? There you go, now we have a mini-map. Sprint boost, sure, whatever. Then we can have fluids. Unlocks the pipe, pump and liquid vent. Let me see, for example, I wouldn't mind, well, basically moving the water from down here up. Yeah, let's do that. Can I make building? Alright, we need to actually unlock it. Let's do it. So, do we have, yeah, there we go. Pump, pipe. So for example, I would like to move water from down here. Good. Have the pipe. Let me see, pipe view on. Pipes are built on separate layer. Oh, okay, nice. So have the pipe go up. And we can go through everything basically. That's very good to know. And we cannot have it go diagonally. Try to keep that in mind. So yeah, we don't have to go through empty space, but still looks better, I think. Anyways, I will move it here. Sure. And then I do believe we need a liquid vent. Release these liquids from the connected pipe. So basically there. Let's see what happens. So we have plenty of water here. Oh, they're not connected. Let's just do that then. Oh, sorry, that's a pump. Pipe. So are you actually pumping? I think it is. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is releasing water. That's great. Exactly what we need. And any excess will just flow back into the water reservoir. That's perfect. Okay, and just move the dry sand out and dump it into the water. I don't want to have any dry sand in here. Okay, so we are making good progress actually. You know what? Fine, don't have this one here. We have just a bit of extra steam trapped in there, it's fine. Okay, what's next? We do have some water on this one. It's falling back, so that's fine. And thankfully, the water didn't flow all the way through. Okay then. So what's next? We need to break through here. I do believe that is where the rocket launcher will come into play. Also wet sand, can you please go there? Some steam, you can be released. So what can we unlock? Activity heat map. Unlocks the activity heat map on the map. What does that mean? Is it just where things are happening? Well, I don't know how useful that is. Also, can we please not have anything stuck on this side? Just make sure this one is completely blocked. Thank you. Yeah, I suppose we can block this one as well. Don't have anything on that side. Okay. Well, this is now completely full. What can we do about that? First, move the gold where it belongs. I suppose I can set up a... what do I call it? A gold storage here as well. Also, no. Don't have burnt stuff on this filter, please. I suppose we can drop the burnt residue there instead. I suppose it's time to try to sort out the seeds. So first we need to wet them in water. Also, how are the thermal... yeah, we need to refill these as well, at least a little bit. Let me see, so we have a lot of seeds coming out here. I suppose we can bring them up and set up something in this little corner. Might be workable. Let's see what we can do. First, this residue needs to go back there. All these seeds need to get out of the way. So, we need to make sure that the seeds go through water first. How can we bring water? I mean, I suppose, yeah, we can bring water here with pipes, that's fine. By the way, let me check something. So that is burnt residue. No, please, don't have it there. You can go there. Will the outlet overflow? So let's say I have this here. Right, the water comes out this way, as expected. But what if I block it? We start filling up. Will you overflow? I think it's pretty safe to say that it will not overflow. Yeah, okay. You can get released. Thank you, and thank you. Well, that means that what we can do is first pick up this burnt residue. You don't belong there. What we can do is... for example, we can use that new conveyor belt. Let me see, what was that? Not vacuum. Clearing frame. Yeah, unlock that one. And aerokinetic fan unlocks the aerokinetic fan which blows petals and powders through the air. Okay, first things first. Worry about this one. So, can this one move up and down? Let me see. Clearing frame. No, only sideways. Good to know. I suppose... And let me guess. Can I unlock the liquid moving stuff? And there we go. We need 300 blocks. We don't have. Not great. Suppose we can start looking for some more fluxite. We have to basically. Fine, okay. I really want to test. Suppose we can check real quick here. So, if I set up a filter, snow, sand, it has no water setting. So if I do this, no, the water will fill right through. Okay, so you cannot filter water no matter what, right? Liquids. Ah, there we go. Advanced filter. Okay then. So unfortunately, we cannot have the water sitting on this one. Also, some residue managed to make its way through. Can you please go there? Thank you. I suppose just come up, go through a vat of water, and can water go through regular conveyor belts? No, it will block it. That's good to know. Well, I suppose at this point it should be clear petals anyways. Have a regular conveyor belt until here. I think 2 launchers should be enough. So go all the way up here. That's plenty. And then you will go into a small tank. Something like this. Yeah, maybe this much. Looks good to me. And here we will simply have a conveyor belt. In fact, we will have that, whatchamacallit, the clearing frame. Yeah, so you will go, the clearing frame, can you block the water? Oh, never mind. Obviously you cannot. That's the whole point. I guess don't go this deep. Let's just have maybe this. Sure, this one will be filled with water. Right. Let me see. So the water will sit in that. And then once it reaches the end, it will go up with the launcher like this. I think this might work. Yeah, it is very, very slowly moving it. Exactly what we want. Okay, so yeah, let's just bring some water in. And make sure it doesn't overflow, so only release the water right here. So, let me see. And we want the liquid vent right there. Very good. So it is now releasing water, which is wetting the seeds. Theoretically. Let's see. So if I put some seeds in there, now it is wet seeds. Good. So that goes in the planter. So drop wet seeds on the planter box to start growing flowers that you can destroy to get gold and metals or whatever. Let me see. So if I do this, for example. Nothing's happening. Alright, this is dry seeds, that's why. Take out that. And now it's wet seeds. So you go there. Oh, there we go. So we have all these flowers now. So we just need to burn it or harvest it. Aha. Okay. So this gives us gold and I guess more seeds. If I burn it, what happens? Ooh, it burns real fast. Nice. And it falls through the planters as well. Well, I think it's time to start moving all these petals through the water. Can I speed up the filling of the water? So if I put multiple vents. I suppose we can burn whatever comes out maybe around here. Also, how is the thermal storage? Still doing relatively okay. Now, I did notice that we have this one, the pyro dispenser. Unlocks the pyro dispenser, which fires flame bursts every 3 seconds when fueled by an adjacent thermal buffer. Unlock. Let's see. Basically, I think we can set up one right around here-ish. Let's see what happens. So, pyro dispenser. You will be facing that way. Sure. Let's have a thermal buffer as well. I have no idea. This big? I guess. There we go. And how fast are you consuming the heat? So let's build up maybe 200. There we go. So you are using 3 units every time. That's a lot actually. Also move the petals or whatever these are out of the way. And the gold goes in the storage obviously. Burnt one goes back there. Yeah, just reset the residue, please. Also, we have some water in here. Oh, that's not good. Okay, this one needs to be reset, I think. I don't think we should be having water in there. Okay, fine. Remove and replace. For now, just move everything back here. So can we please have these again? And it was allow only burnt residue through, I believe. Yeah, only allow those. Okay, looking okay so far. Just move the gold out of the way. Thank you. And all the seeds. Oh yeah. Need a lot of cleanup now. For the time being, manually move the petals out. Here, for example. I don't like it, but, well, desperate times call for desperate measures. And now we have too much gold. I would say good problem to have, but maybe not. Okay, dry seeds, can you please not be in the planter box? In fact, speaking of planter box, can we please have planter box all the way through? Okay, and now burn all the flowers that we have right now. I don't think we are releasing the water fast enough. This conveyor belt is super slow. In fact, you know what? Don't release the water here. Release the water here instead. Yeah, I think that might make a bit more sense. Oh, and this one used up all the heat already. That's not good. So are you... right. You are struggling. Don't release the water this way, please. This might work. I am not sure. Just move the water out of the way for now. And move the petals out in here and start wetting the seeds again. Okay, that's working great. But all these seeds, I really don't know what to do with those. It's a lot. I think the only thing we can do is basically pick them up, move them here, and eventually it will get processed. It's a little bit too manual for my liking. The wet ones can go in here. All the petals will need to go in here for now. I know that we have that, whatchamacallit, that big fan that we can use to move the petals. Let me just take a look at that. This one, exactly. Blows petals and powders through the air. Well, we have the money for it, so might as well. So, it is right here. So if I tell you to go that way. Ooh. That's nice. Okay, so that will make it a little bit nicer now. What if I tell you to open this and then go up and then sideways? Exactly. Good. And then up again. Exactly. Then sideways. Wait. How come I cannot build here? I can build... Oh, maybe you are blocked by this one. So if I tell you to blow diagonally that way. Exactly. Then blow up. And then that way. Hopefully that might work. Let's see. So if we have some petals falling down this way, what happens? So it's gets blown that way. A lot of it gets stuck here. But this fan will blow it up through the opening. So that's alright. Now some of it gets stuck here, but it's not that bad. I think it's fine. But this, whatever this is really blocking stuff. If I move this one up a little bit, maybe. So let's just have this fan here instead. So drop, let's see what happens. So it's got blown, exactly, very good. But not quite. Can I speed it along? Just blow it through this, whatever this is. Okay, have that one there instead. In fact, let's just have it that one there. Okay, so far promising. Just a little bit further. I think that might work. Yeah, we have some stragglers, but not too bad for the most part. Okay, let's just clean up. In fact, let's clean up this way. Let's make sure everything works more or less. Also, keep feeding the planters, please. I really should set up some kind of filter so any dry seeds will come back this way. Also, yeah, I suspect this will fill up very quickly now. Also, interact with steam dryer. First, burn. Thank you. I think for the most part this should be okay if you just fill it up with dry seeds. It will encounter water inside the elevator anyways, so maybe it's going to be okay. I guess we'll see. Now, all this gold. I think we need to expand the gold storage quite a bit, in fact. Yeah, let's go this much. Nothing should fall into it, so theoretically this should be okay. Yeah, I think for the most part this seed wetter contraption is working okay, but I think it would benefit from a lot more water. So tell you what, just expand it this much, which means it needs a bit more piping. Let's just go that way. You guys can go away and yeah, just build a bunch more outlets. Thank you. And also that means we need to bring the wet seeds up a lot further. Let's just go that far. There we go. Good. Now this. The burner. Give it a lot more thermal buffer. Maybe this much. Let's see if this one actually helps. Flamethrower out and start blasting. Okay, we have wet seeds right here, but they are sitting on top of the conveyor or whatever. Can you please go in here instead? That would be kind of great. There we go, exactly what we need. Okay, can you do this please? Thank you. Ah, okay. So wet seeds stay suspended in water apparently. Okay then, good to know. Copy these belts and put them there and there. So now they're all being actually conveyed. Perfect. Okay then, well, that means that I don't know. I think the water will flow back this way, so we need to block this all. And that means that all these guys will need to move up. Yeah, maybe a little bit better. Let's see. If I put this one here. Yes, it is coming up. It's being piled into the water. Should be okay, I think. Just make sure the burner is keeping up with the flowers. And by the way, I think the extra thermal storage is helping a lot, but it will run out eventually. In fact, how are you guys? You are still okay, I think. Okay, I think it's time to start moving the gold into the storage. Let's have a filter. You can only allow gold through. And you will be running... Oh geez, that's a lot of petals in fact. Worry about that later, for now. You will be running this way. Yes. And any gold that falls through, and just clean out the bottom of this gold stuff. Only gold can fall through. So what I want to do is first try to start piling this gold into this corner. I suppose a couple of launchers should be able to do it. Let's just do that. Oh, we cannot build launchers inside the gold storage. Good to know. There goes the plan. Can I set up some... Let me see, where are the... Yeah, the conveyor portals. If I start here... So what happens if I put gold on that? It will eventually end up here, but I don't think we can have these run upright. Yeah, only sideways. It would be nice to, you know, move these guys this way and then up and end up here. Okay, so this one is not going to be a lot of help, unfortunately. I really would rather not have to come back here and resort the gold pile periodically. Okay, so all the gold is in there now. What about you guys? I will add one more fan. Not much help either. Are you being blocked by the seeds? Oh, and this one is filling up super fast now. Okay, block the back. We don't want any more fall back this way. And... yeah, just keep adding more fans for the time being. Oh, also, I didn't pay attention. We managed to get to tier 4. That's great. So that will give us advanced filters. Yes, please. Also, and Scale-up protocol demands a subsurface scan. Anomaly detected. Okay, so we need to get down. Let me see. There we go, the rocket launcher. This should allow us to, well, blast some of those cracked stones open. Also, drying and condensing. So unlock the steam dryer to dry materials using steam and the condenser to convert gases into liquids using snow. So we need to put steam under it. That will dry the petals on top. Okay, and then we need to burn the petals. That will give us some kind of gas, and we need to use snow to condense it. I will worry about that later. Also, logistics Mark II and faster conveyor belts. Yes, please. And this one, advanced filter, yeah, for the liquids, absolutely. Coraller, capture creatures. Okay, well. Okay, fine for now. Just move the stuff into the gold pile. Put more dry stuff up here also. Not a lot of water in there now, which means we are out of water. Yeah, I don't think we have enough water in the underground storage now. Well, we have to take care of that first. I think what we will do is just pile a bunch of snow in here and burn it, basically. Although it doesn't have to be here, it can be anywhere, but this is a big open space, so as good a place as any. So cryo blaster, I'll start blasting. That should give us plenty of water. In fact, just boil this one as well real quick. And that should do it. So this one is still... The other reservoir is up there, but it's empty. Okay, so we have some more water coming back this way. That's great, exactly what we want. But we did still have some snow down there, right? Will water melt the ice? No. But we had some water here, so... whatever. It's fine. Just quickly remelt. That's fine. And yeah, keep pumping the water because we need it for the seeds. Okay, I will worry about those later for now. Let's see what we can do exploration-wise. For example, this one. Quickly, give me the rocket launcher. Yes, please. Nice. Okay, flock site, please. Thank you. And let's see. Lovely. And exactly what I wanted to see. More flock site. We really need this right now. In fact, can I upgrade the... Okay, we have some creatures here. Can I upgrade the rocket launcher? It is firing real slow. Especially once we're out of ammo. So, upgrade. Rocket launcher, 1000 OGs. Maybe not right now. Also, right, the gun. I never really used it in this playthrough. Quickly, give me the gun as well. So basically, it's this. It is all plants, so it's not going to give us any dirt, but... What about you? Okay. You know, blasting dirt will actually give us some sand. That's great. Can I increase upgrades? Also, I really should upgrade the Cryo Blaster as well. Anyways, rapid fire, tracer rounds, not really important, and travel faster. I guess, yeah, faster firing might be beneficial. Hi. Ooh, that's a lot of flock site. Love to see it. Also, that is a lot of dirt. Will come in handy later. Right now, I don't really want to start processing now because I don't think our current setup is really up to the task. In fact, I really should do a complete refactoring. Ooh, and lava. Okay, and whatever that was very fragile, apparently. So, we have some lava. I don't suppose we can move it upstairs. I would love to use it for heating stuff if I can. Oh wait, that might not have been the best idea. Well, okay, never mind. It will boil it off. Will you actually turn into some kind of obsidian or something? Doesn't appear to be the case, so that's okay so far. Okay, never mind. It wasn't that such a bad idea after all. And you? Okay, we cannot blast through with the gun. What about the rockets? That's more like it. Okay, well, that will give us one more of these, whatever these are. Thank you. Create a suckable augment, or 50% speed boost, or gain extra max speed from launchers and conveyors. This one. whatever. Okay. What's next? So if I blast it with the cryogun, it said it will freeze it. There we go. Didn't I unlock the more info? Material scanner, there we go, it's on. Shows more information, so where does it show it? Ah, there we go. That is scoria, yeah. So destroyed by digging. That's it. Okay. It's not using a lot of snow. Interesting. In fact, this tiny amount of snow was enough to completely freeze it over. So if I blast it, the guns cannot handle it. Only the diggers, apparently. Good to know. So, scoria. A cinder flammable. If I burn it, it will turn back into lava. Exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so we can move the lava, apparently. Very good to know. In fact, didn't we have something? Vacuum. Unlocks the vacuum to collect materials in a tank. Exactly what we need. Okay then. Give me exactly that. Vacuum. You will go here. So number 5. First, just quickly turn all this into cinder. Also, is the lava going to burn the cinder or just the flamethrower? So far it seems to be just floating, which is kind of interesting, but I'm not going to argue. So give me this one and let's fill it up with cinder. And that's it. Okay, so can I use this one to keep heating the thermal whatevers? So, let me take a look. You, for example. I really want you to be running 24/7. So, let's just remove that and all this. Let's build out a... Okay, let's just have the foundations back on the hotbar. A small space to store lava, preferably. Also, can you please keep removing the seeds? Let's have that, and let's fill that one up with the cinder. So, how do I remove it? Right click maybe? There we go. Okay. Fill that one up and siphon off the top and then burn. Okay, and there we go. Exactly what I wanted to see. So this will keep this one going indefinitely. That's amazing. Haha. I think our problem is solved with this one. Let's take care of the other one, which was right here. How close do we need to be? So if I... let's just have a single layer there. And then fill that one up with cinder. Can I change the size? Not really. Shift, no. We just need to be careful. Okay, don't fill it up completely. In fact, only have a single pixel layer of cinder at the bottom, and then burn all of it. Can you actually reach all the way up there? Not really, as far as I can tell. So we have plenty of lava in there now. Yeah, but the thermal whatevers, they are not really heating up. Well, that should be fine. And just need to fill up the entire space with cinder. Okay, we did have a tiny bit Just make sure we siphon it off. Thank you. In fact, you know what? Pick up all the seeds. And how do I switch? No. There we go. Gimme. And you can go in here. Thank you. Well, let's just burn all that cinder now. Okay, there are gaps, so it's not a complete burn apparently. But that's fine by me. As long as it's keeping it relatively hot. You know, if there is a tiny bit of contact, that's good enough. Okay, so now these are going indefinitely as well. Right? 890 something. I guess. Okay, so we are making progress. That's great. Okay, dry seeds, can you please go back? Now, how do we make indefinite water? Do we have anything for that? Not yet. So that one is still manual, but hopefully not forever. For now, can you please... these drones... Can I... let me see. Recon drone, no. Digger drone, no. Didn't we have... Sweeper drone, exactly. So unlocks sweeper drones to easily collect materials from the ground. Give me 800 coins real quick, or gold. Also, all these seeds really need to be up here, please. Oh, also... okay, fine. Wet seeds. Can you please let the petals through? Ah, there we go, because we had dry seeds in here. Please don't. I don't know, maybe this one should be a bit narrower than this. Seem to be working okay for the most part, but I think it could be better. Anyways, we have enough points now. Let's unlock the sweeper drones. Or are you going to be completely autonomous? They are not built. They are a tool. Okay, so... Can I tell you to... No, you have no filters apparently. Okay. Not what I wanted to say. Okay, they will go there, pick it up and drop it. And they will only do what I have designated, so that it is not, you know, autonomous stuff to move perpetually. Okay, fine. Stop. Also, oh geez. Okay, this is not good. I think it might be time to try to start sorting out that whatever. But for that one, I think we need a bit more water. Yeah, tell you what. We did increase the cryo blaster, right? Let's just try to... Can I upgrade one more time? You see, cryo blaster, we need... Yeah, we can. Might as well. This one might give us a lot of snow, so let's make a bunch of water. I think for the steam dryer it might be kind of useful. Okay, that should give us a lot of water, so that's great. Let me see. Anything that might give us perpetual water. Maybe after level 5. Unlocks the holder drone for automated material transport. Ooh, that actually sounds exactly what I want. Can I use it to move the, well, for example, the gold from this corner to this corner? That would be super nice. Okay, more petals, please. Or more gold, please. Uh-oh. I boxed myself in. Let me just quickly burn my way out. And thank you. Also, please don't have flowers all the way up there. Okay, I think with this amount of water, we should be able to get started on this. So we need to dry all this now. Let's see. So we need some water in here, and then we need to burn the water into steam. And then we need to use the steam to dry all this. Let's see. So we will need... Apparently I didn't unlock it yet. There you go. 2500. And that's all we need. Give me this one. And then use it. Where is it? There we go. Steam dryer. Let's have it maybe here. Sure. Just make sure, you know, we have them built. So we need to move stuff up. Ooh, and I just looked at the time. It's really easy to get lost in this game. Anyways, and let me just quickly move all that. So we have the dryers there. And just put the rest of it in here. It's fine. It will move in here theoretically eventually. So there we go. Yeah, I will move those at some point. For now, we need steam in here. So let's just branch off this one. And maybe here instead. There, and let's just have 2 outlets. There. So it's filling up with water, exactly. Next up, let's have flamethrower, or will this also work? I don't know. Let's check. If we have a, or maybe you just need a thermal couple, the thermal buffer. Let's see. Let's have one here, or 2. Yeah. Okay, and then maybe we don't even need to have the... I think this might work. So let's have the vacuum, and okay, thankfully we have a little bit of cinder left. Empty it out there, and then burn it. Okay, it is apparently working. There we go. It's heating up. And no, it is not going to be enough to heat up the water this way. Bit of a shame, but oh well, it's fine. Just need to add a flamethrower there. And then burn it so it can be built. There we go. Okay, so now it is working. So all this steam should dry the petals. And it is good. And it is flammable. If I burn it, will you reduce into a smaller footprint? Oh yeah. Oh, and it is condensing. I forgot. Fine, it will condense back into the tank, but still not the best. Well, anyways, it's working. That's what's important. Okay, well, reclaim all this, please. Thank you. Yeah, it's still blowing out. Can you please not? So, it should be condensing at this point. Right? Oh, we need the condenser never mind. Okay, stop, 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 stop. You... There. Don't go any further, please. In fact, try to just fill up that space. A bit of an emergency solution, but there we go. Seriously? Oh, it's leaking through the gaps. Fine. Can I recapture it with the... There we go. I can. I don't want to lose any of this, so quickly capture all of it. Okay, good to know that things can seep through the little gaps in these diagonal pieces. Ooh. Just clean up a little bit. Thank you, that will do. Okay, so we have captured the gas. So now we need to condense it. And I do believe it was snow and the condenser. And it does consume the snow as well. Well, let's just go ahead and put it there, I guess. Okay. Move this stuff from the top down back to the bottom. Good. And fill it up with snow. And there we go. It is now working. Very, very janky, but it's working. That's what's important. Also, what's the green stuff? Never mind, not green, it is gold. Nice. Okay then, if you don't mind, I will add one more of these flamethrowers. Or, what about a burner belt? Will the burner belt heat up the water into steam? So, do that, and... Oh wait, we are using up... Okay, I don't think this is... Yeah, we are using up the lava apparently for heating. It is not infinite. Good to know. Well, a problem for later me. For now, give me a couple more of these thermal buffers, and hook this one into this one. So spread the heat into the conveyor belt. Also, we are completely out of water too. Oh jeez. And let's see. Yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let's just have 2 flamethrowers. It's fine. There and there. Okay. Well, as I said, a problem for future me. For now, what I will do is quickly unlock the hydro sponge. Thank you. And move the water where it doesn't belong. So for example, you should be, well, up here for example, and in here. But yeah, we need to generate a lot more water. For now, just start burning this, and I will say goodbye now. For now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.